I was lucky enough, I became a CEO when I was 26 years old. A large company funded like 25 crores in the year 2000. That was a lot of money back then. And I got good breaks. I got a chance to work on GIS, engineering services, India's first GPS navigation. Then it became a roadsofIndia.com portal. Then finally, now we are in facilities management. Interestingly, we also have a preschool chain, which we started as a hobby to keep our wives busy. And suddenly it became big. I think we are even pitching to Rajita's team for that. So it's been a very interesting journey. And I got invited to such events and all 20 years ago also. Last 2.5 years, I have not gone to any event. So why did I come today? And why have I not gone for the last 2.5 years? I started thinking that as part of all this automation and everything, even this format needs a change. These things need to become online. So for example, all 6 of us record 4-minute, 5-minute videos of what we believe in. It is edited to make sure nobody overshoots. And at the end of the day, when you go online and you check it out, you see what is relevant to you. And what is not relevant, you ignore. What is relevant, you forward it to others. Because that's the value. You can forward it. I wrote a blog on GST. 2,600 people got to see it. Now that's amazing. That really energizes. Because then you feel that your message is getting out to a larger audience. So that's how technology is changing. So how is it relevant to our discussion today? So what happens is, when I saw this chance and Mr. Araha sent that mail across, I thought, let me give it another shot. Let me go and talk, and I'm hoping that each one of you will go and tell 5 people if you liked it. If you didn't like it, fine, move on to the next speaker, and I'm sure he'll be as interesting. So I'm through with half my time now. We have only half left. So how many of you know typing? Typing? How do the rest of you survive? You still write? I'm very serious. I got like 17, 18 hands. The remaining 40 people still write? Okay. Okay, how many of you 17 know your typing speed? And what is it? Just some rough numbers, please. 60, you? 55, 50, 60, 50, 40. Okay, I didn't want to make a mistake today. As I said, I'm speaking after a very long time. So I sent a mail to 7 people in my direct team, some in preschool, some in IT. And I said, do this test and send me your score. So it was very interesting for me. Almost everyone, these are my best guys, okay, top 7, they got around 30. That was the typing speed. And I see them type, I see them respond to mails, I see them respond to customers, I see them respond when I ask for a proposal, and I don't think they're lacking in any way. And what I was thinking is, I actually went and checked my own speed too. I don't want to boast here and give my number and all, but I assure you it's decent. So why is it decent? You know, when I was in class 11, I don't know why, but my mom just decided one fine day, why don't you go and join a typing class? And my dad was very upset. He said, typist banna hai kya? Stenographer ka job chahiye kya? And she said, no, you just take your cycle. I used to have a BSc SLR in those days, 1989, and I went and learned typing. And I used to hate it too. So I never learned. I used to read, I used to see, and I used to type. ASDF, SDGF. So then I realized, now when I took up a job, then I realized the importance of typing without seeing. And that is important. So my first point is that we have to tell people, it doesn't matter whether it's a school kid. I tell the same thing to my 10-year-old son. It doesn't matter whether it's a college guy. It doesn't matter if he's your manager with 10 years or 15 years of experience, or we are at the fag end of our career, or we have retired. I think each one of us owe it to this country and to ourselves that we should improve our typing speed. Even if you can increase it from 20 to 25, 30 to 35, 40 to 45, believe me, you'll be doing yourself a favor. There'll be so much of work there. Your efficiency will go up. You'll do much better than anything else. That's point number 1. Point number 2, how many of you use MS Office? How do you use MS Office without doing typing? I'm getting 27, 28 hands now. So MS Office is life, right? That's how it is. Now, Word documents, not important. I'm telling you, I've worked with 5,200 people in my career. And I told you I'd done varied types of businesses. MS Word, it's okay. If you know it, good. If you don't know it, no problem. Excel, sounds complicated. How many think Excel is complicated? It's not complicated? Okay, then you haven't gone deep. Because if you get into macros and all, I haven't figured it out till today. The basic Excel is only numbers and totaling, sum of A to Z, right? But Excel is actually very, very complicated. If you don't know it, it's not the end of the world. But trust me, and last summer, my daughter, she's 12 years old, she'll be 13 next month, and she comes to me and says, I have the choice of these 2 home assignments for summer. And one of them was to make a presentation on the sanctuaries. And she is saying, I want to make this chart. I want to make this book, because she'll cut and then she'll have the glue. And it's so much fun, right? So much of activity to be done. But I don't want to make the PPT. I said, nothing doing. You try and do the PPT. And interestingly, by the time she finished it, you won't believe this. In the last 3 months, I have learned 2 things from my son, and I have learned 3 things from my daughter. My son taught me how to see YouTube videos better. Because I used to see those videos 20, 22 minutes. I don't have time. I see 10 minutes. If it is boring, I exit it. So he was watching me one day, and then he says, why don't you increase the speed, Papa? I said, increase speed of the video? He says, yeah, go here, click here, this, that. You can watch a 20 minutes video in 10 minutes. I have doubled my reading after that. And my daughter, actually, she went and she put some audio files in the thing. I said, this will make it very bulky. Because I'm old school, like 10, 15 years ago, I stopped putting audio files in presentations. Because it makes the files very heavy, right? I went and checked. It has found a way to compress it. Magic. So whether you're leaving to, from, with, it's a very simple thing, right? What about is and was? How many people go around using the wrong thing in the wrong place? Trust me, it's so simple. Go around and tell your people, tell your kids, tell your colleagues, tell your parents, there are only 25 to 30 common errors in English. Common, the most common, there may be thousands, but I'm saying 25 to 30 if you change, the impression of that person when he walks in, whether he is attending a job interview, whether he is going to school and impressing his teacher, whether he is going to his boss and trying to take up an additional job which will give him that guaranteed promotion. In each of these things, those small is, was mistakes ruin the career. And I will just conclude with the point that go around and please spread the message. Tell people that we will get, if we are unemployed today, why is it a coincidence? I am putting a challenge right now. See the thousands of people who've got laid off from IT. And you go and check the guys with good typing skills, the guys who know MS Office well, and the guys who do not have silly grammatical errors when they write to clients are not the guys companies will lay off. It's not possible. Whether it's IT or any other area, they will want you. They will want to hang on to you. And it doesn't matter whether you're from a rural background or from an urban background. It doesn't matter whether you're rich or you're poor. I spoke to a facilities guy yesterday, and because computer-aided facilities management is our area, he used to live in a basti when we were kids. And the guy's English was better than many people in my own team. So please spread this word around. I hope it will be worth my time, the 3 hours I spent here, and I hope it was worth your 10 minutes that you took. Thanks a lot.